Diego Velázquez, the master of the brush, invites us into the artistic world of Las Meninas. Painted in 1656, this iconic piece captures a moment in the Spanish royal court, featuring the young Infanta Margarita and her entourage. But here's the interesting part: Velázquez himself is in the painting, working on a canvas that remains unseen, creating a mind-bending layer of reality. This isn't just any painting, it's like a game of hide-and-seek, where everyone's in on the secret, especially that sneaky reflection in the mirror. But wait, who's in that mirror? Spoiler alert, it's the king and queen. So grab your snacks and settle in as we peel back the layers of this masterpiece, uncovering the juicy gossip, the hidden messages, and maybe even a few surprises that'll leave you saying, wow, I never saw that coming. Let's discover the secrets behind the art. Imagine yourself stepping into the lavish Spanish court in the 17th century. It's like walking into a royal reality show, where the drama is real, the costumes are extravagant, and the gossip is hotter than a fresh paella. The air is thick with the scent of perfumes, and the sound of laughter mingles with the rustle of silk and brocade. Now, picture this: the young Infanta Margarita, the star of our show, is surrounded by her entourage, dwarfs, maids, and even a dog that's probably more pampered than most people. Everyone is vying for her attention, and you can almost hear the playful banter as they tease and fawn over her. It's like a royal game of tag, but instead of running, they're all trying to outshine each other with their fancy outfits and witty remarks. But wait, this isn't just a scene from a soap opera. The backdrop is the Grand Alcazar Palace, where every corner is adorned with opulent tapestries and glimmering chandeliers. You can practically feel the history oozing from the walls, whispering tales of kings and queens who've walked these halls. And let's not forget the ever-watchful eyes of Velázquez, who's not just painting, but also eavesdropping on all the royal shenanigans. As the scene unfolds, we see Infanta's innocence amidst the chaos. She's the center of attention, yet there's a hint of mischief in her eyes, as if she knows she's the one pulling all the strings. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, Velázquez throws in a twist. He's standing there with his paintbrush, capturing this lively moment while simultaneously becoming a part of it. So you would probably be wondering, how does Velázquez's artistic perspective challenge our view of reality in Las Meninas? Diego Velázquez, born in 1599 in Seville, was no ordinary painter. He was a master of capturing not just images, but moments in time. By the time he was 24, he was already in the royal court of King Philip IV, rubbing elbows with the elite. Imagine being a young artist, stepping into a world filled with power and intrigue, and thinking, this is my canvas. Now, let's zoom in on Las Meninas, painted in 1656. What do you see? Velázquez didn't just paint a scene, he cleverly inserted himself into the artwork, brush in hand, as if to say, hey, I'm part of this story too. Standing there in the background, he's not just an observer, he's the creator, the magician behind the curtain. It's like he's saying, look, I'm painting you, and you're looking at me painting you. Mind blown, right? What's fascinating is how he plays with perspective. The viewer feels like they're stepping into the room, almost like a fly on a wall. The way he positions the royal family and the attendants creates this dynamic interplay between the subject and the viewer. It's as if Velázquez is inviting us to join the conversation, making us part of the royal experience. The painting also features a mirror reflecting the image of the king and queen, who are off stage. This clever trick not only adds depth, but it also blurs the line between reality and illusion. It's like Velázquez was saying, you think you're just looking at a painting. Surprise, you're also part of the royal audience. And let's not forget about the historical context. In the 17th century, Spain was a powerhouse, but it was also a time of political tension and artistic exploration. Velázquez's work was revolutionary, blending realism with a dash of theatricality. He was like the original influencer, setting trends long before social media existed. In essence, Velázquez's artistic perspective in Las Meninas, it goes beyond just painting a scene. It's a clever commentary on the act of creation itself. It's a reminder that art isn't just about what we see, but how we see it. Now, let's talk about that mirror. It's not just there for decoration, it reflects King Philip IV and Queen Mariana, who are positioned outside the canvas. This clever trick by Velázquez invites the viewer into the royal space, making us feel like we're peeking into a private moment. Imagine being at a party and catching a glimpse of the hosts through a reflection. Awkward, yet fascinating, right? This reflection raises questions about power dynamics. Who's really in control here? The royal couple? Or Velázquez, who's capturing their likeness and, in a way, immortalizing them? It's a brilliant commentary on the relationship between the artist and his subjects. Now, let's not forget about the playful interactions among the characters. Look closely, and you'll see the young Infanta Margarita, the daughter of the king and queen, surrounded by her entourage. There's a sense of innocence and joy in her demeanor, contrasting sharply with the weight of royal expectations. It's like watching a child at a family gathering, blissfully unaware of the adult conversations happening around them. Velázquez captures this moment perfectly, reminding us that even in the world of nobility, there's room for playfulness. And speaking of playfulness, let's talk about the dwarf and the dog in the foreground. The dwarf, often overlooked in art history, represents the complexities of social status. He's not just comic relief, he symbolizes the blurred lines between privilege and ridicule. Meanwhile, the dog, lounging lazily on the floor, adds a touch of humor to the scene. It's as if Velázquez is saying, hey, life's too short to take everything seriously. As we explore these layers, we see Velázquez not just as a painter, but as a storyteller. He invites us to ponder the nature of reality, perception, and the role of art itself. Las Meninas is more than just a painting. It's a conversation starter, a riddle wrapped in a canvas, waiting for us to decode its secrets. So, next time you gaze at it, remember, there's more than meets the eye. Has Velázquez's art influenced modern artists in their approach to perspective and composition? In what ways do contemporary artists draw inspiration from Velázquez's techniques and themes? In the 17th century, Spain was like a royal reality show, with the Habsburgs ruling and plenty of court gossip. This was a time of power struggles, art flourishing, and a bit of drama. Imagine the royal family trying to outshine each other at every turn. Velázquez was the painter who captured it all, making him the go-to guy for royal portraits. His masterpiece, Las Meninas, didn't just stop at the canvas. It inspired artists like Goya and Picasso to play with perspective and viewer engagement. Even today, it's still making waves, sparking debates about art and reality. So, when you gaze at it, remember, you're peeking into a world that continues to influence and entertain. And there you have it. Las Meninas isn't just a painting. It's a captivating story that invites us to question what we see and who we are in the world of art. Velázquez's genius continues to inspire and spark debates even centuries later. What do you think? How does this masterpiece resonate with you? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, and hit that subscribe button to get notified about more content from us.